Great distinction, magna cum laude, awarded for outstanding academic achievement. And that term, after working the hardest I'd ever worked in my life, I got straight B's. In every course, with every paper. B. I don't want B's. I didn't work so hard for B's. But each paper came back with more or less the same thing written on it by the professor. Interesting idea, but not really proven, grade B. Shit. Okay, I decided for that second term to work twice as hard. Spend more time in the library. Find more interesting new ideas. Support them better. More footnotes. Better footnotes. Longer footnotes. And that term, I got straight B's. In every course, once again. And each paper came back with more or less the same thing written on it by the professor. Interesting idea, but not really proven. Grade B. Damn. How about, instead of trying to be so original and going to the library and spending all these hours trying to find support material and come up with brand new ideas, I was instead to just repeat back to each teacher whatever each teacher said in class. Just turn off my brain and parrot back to the teacher whatever the teacher thought. Well, what I'd been doing wasn't working. Try it, see what happens. So that next term, I just listened in class. And every time the teacher expressed an opinion, I wrote down that opinion. And when it came to writing a paper, I wrote a paper expressing that same opinion. And that term, I got straight A's. In every course. Thank you. In every paper. Yes, that was easy. What was really nice is I didn't have to prove anything. The teacher already thought what I was writing was his or her idea. I hardly had to back anything up. I really didn't even have to understand what I was saying. My first year, I worked like a dog. I went to the library, spent all these hours and endless footnotes, but now, regurgitating the prof's ideas took almost no thought at all. In fact, thought got in the way. I decided to keep doing what was working. One of my teachers, when he wanted to say someone or somebody, he would say, some poor soul. Like instead of saying, oh, there's someone at the door, he would say, oh, there's some poor soul at the door. I got an appointment with him to make sure I'd correctly written down his opinions. And while I was talking to him, I inserted into the conversation, some poor soul. He paused. He looked at me quizzically. But then he smiled. Maybe he sensed what I was doing, maybe he didn't. But either way, I could tell he liked it. I got another A. I got nothing but A's that term. And for the rest of that year, and the rest of my McGill years, I continued parroting back unoriginal ideas to whatever poor soul professor I had. And I never got less than A again. And guess what? I graduated with the highest honors I could get. Great distinction, magna cum laude, awarded for outstanding academic achievement. Yes, I've been punished with mediocre grades for critical thinking at first. But in the end, I was rewarded for becoming an unthinking mimic.